Good morning, viewers. We've just left the hotel in Agra and we are going to Fatehpur Sikri. There is an extension of the Taj Mahal and the connection of the Mughals over there. We'll have a lot of history over there as well as we proceed now. And I'll update you as we go along, and you can see the sights and sounds and the what kind of history there is. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. We continue towards Fatehpur Sikri, which is now 38 kilometers. So we are on the road, and let's see how it goes. We continue towards Fatehpur Sikri, as you can see here. It's only 16 kilometers now, and we are on the highway, which is very well appointed, as you see. Very neat and clean and well made. This I can tell viewers, lately in the state of UP, the construction of the roads and infrastructure is very good. It should be lesson to the state like Maharashtra, where I come from, where there is total dilapidation and bad maintenance of road and hardly any good infrastructure. I hope the government there learns how UP has gone beyond the state of Maharashtra today and how well they are doing. This is what I want to show you. These are the kind of roads they have now. So we are entering Fatehpur Sikri city. This is the welcome gate of the Mughals. Here we are. The Mughals are welcoming us inside. So viewers, we had to park our car near Fatehpur Sikri, walk a bit of a distance and take this kind of a local bus here. As you can see, we paid 10 rupees to get to the fort in the bus. This is a standard Indian local bus in which we are going. It's not air conditioned, but it's fine for the amount we paid. So viewers, we have reached Fatehpur Sikri now, as I showed you from the bus. We've got down now, and we are having a guide here, Mr. Mohammed Sharif. He's going to be our local guide to show us the fort and everything, and we'll begin our journey now. Thank you. So the guide is telling me that is the mint over there, where the coins used to be minted for his administration, for the rule that Akbar was having, and that was the mint over there. Okay?
House, Khajana Mahal.
And that was the Khajana Mahal, which means the bank. So as to say the bank, that was the Khajana Mahal. Very apt indeed.
Just a minister, Raja Todarmal.
Mr. Todarmal, Raja Todarmal, who was from Rajasthan, he was the in charge of the bank. That was Akbar's way of showing love and affection for the Hindus equally as administrator and the king of India. That was the greatness of Akbar, what the guide tells me. Thank you. We've entered the Sikri fort, and that's how it looks. Very basic and down to earth, and yet it's got gardens on both the sides. And our guide is taking us inside, as you can see. This is the point where an elephant was kept, and this is called the Diwan-e-Aam. And that's where Akbar used to sit. If you look at it, that's where Akbar was sitting and giving his judgments for all the convicts and culprits who used to be presented in his darbar. His ministers would sit on the lower side, and this was a kind of a meeting point for his administration. And those who were convicted to be killed because of their bad activity, the elephant would put the legs and kill them over here as a punishment. That was the rule in those times over here. Thank you. This is the place where Akbar used to carry out his functions as a second city of his, first being Agra, but he did not enjoy it there because he never had a son. But post having his son called Jahangir, who was given birth to, he decided to conduct his affairs from this place, which is called Fatehpur Sikri. And it seems Akbar had three wives. The first one being Ruqayya Begum, who was a Muslim. Second being Jodha Bai, a Hindu from Rajasthan. And third being Mariam, who came from Goa. But she must be a Portuguese lady whom he had married. So he had three wives. But Jahangir was born from Jodha Bai. And he became the next king of the Mughal Empire. So viewers, this place was constructed between 1570 and up to 1582, which means it took 12 years to complete this structure. And I'm also told that Akbar got blessed with a boy after being in Fatehpur Sikri, while he had already gone to the Ajmer Darga, but he was told by the saints there that he wouldn't be blessed because he had gone with Jodha Bhai for a child. It was here that the blessing took place, and he was named Salim, the boy, who became the next king, Mughal king of India, by the name of Jahangir. So that is the history on how it took place. This is the residence of Akbar the Great. As you see here, this is where he used to stay. Okay, that's the structure there. So this is the Diwan-e-Khas, is also known as Navratan Darbar, because Akbar had 9 gems, Navratan as they were called, specialized in each field. You heard of Tansen as the singer, Birbal as the funny man in his court and very intelligent. They were part of the Bharat, the Ratnas. And the Ratnas, even today, are being awarded to leading people by saying Bharat Ratna, which comes from Akbar, by calling them Ratan, which is investitured by the President of India. So Akbar would sit here, over here, and the cabinet ministers will be sitting on this side and the other side. But Akbar would be in the central part as the king over here.
ये एंट्रेंस है, ऊपर जाने के लिए सीढ़ी है, ये पिलर है, इस ऊपर जो डिजाइन है, ये सब तीन इलाही आर्किटेक्चर है.
And this architecture that you see in front over here,
यहाँ से आएगा, यहाँ से आएगा.
ये मुगल आर्किटेक्चर है, बड़ा उम्र है, खयाम वाइन जो शरबत रखने के बाद का नस्बा है. ये बुद्धिस्ट आर्ट है, ये हिंदू आर्किटेक्चर है, ये गेट है जो इस्लामिक है, ऊपर जो गेट है ये क्रिश्चियंस, ये फर्स्ट में जो गेट है वो इस्लामिक, सेकंड जो गेट है वो क्रिश्चियन, ब्रैकेट जैन आर्किटेक्चर.
so you can see here, this began with the Muslim Islamic architecture of Mughals, where the Surahi was there, which was a container to keep water or whatever, and then it went to be a Buddhist style from Buddha, and then the Hindu style of structure, and again the Muslim style of architecture, and then the gate came as for the Christian people, and then the Persian, Iranian Empire style, and finally it was the Jain style from India. Now this formed a part of Akbar's Deen-e-Ilahi religion, where he wanted a uniform religion for everybody so that they can live in peace and harmony. What a great thought of Akbar. Ideally, he wanted to unite all the communities and bring them under one religion so that there would be no wars and no fighting. Ideally, he was really a great emperor, but unfortunately, of course, it was not accepted by the people. But that's another part of history which we don't discuss now. Thank you. This is the 5-story palace
पंच महल.
called Panch Mahal,
ये बिल्डिंग सब पिलर के ऊपर बना है, all supported by pillars.
and it is supported by pillars.
हवा महल इसको.
And some people call it Hawa Mahal also. That's how it is. It is a very interesting bit of information that the Hindu wife of Akbar, called Jodha Bhai, would go on the top floor to observe the sun over here, no, the moon rather, or the sun for Karwa Chauth, which is the festival of Hindus, to appreciate the husband and also to ensure the security and happiness of the husband, in return of which the husband agrees, as much as Akbar agreed, to protect Jodha Bhai always and to love her and take care of her. What a good relationship between two communities, which is so nice, which is so... I wish this could be used today in these modern times to have unity of human beings. And that is an example of the building over there. Of course, would see the Eid ka Chand, the moon on the Eid night. One more bit of information which the guide is giving us is that on the upper floors, he had his official wife sitting there. But on the lower part, he had the ladies from the harem who would be there. Obviously, the status of the wives was on the upper level appropriately.
ये लेडीज स्कूल था, नीचे मदरसा, ऊपर जो बिल्डिंग है वो लाइब्रेरी है, शाही कुतुब खाना, और ये है गेम ऑफ 25 बोर्ड.
And there was a madrasa here for the ladies along with the library over there, and a game of pachisa would be played on the floor here.
पता ये खेलने का तरीका जो था वो चांदनी रात को होता था. अक्सर यहाँ वाइफों के साथ में बैठते थे, प्ले करते थे. यहाँ पीसेस की जगह लेडीज को खड़ा करते थे.
So this is, you got the, we have a kind of pachisa game which is called chopper, which comes from the Mahabharat time. And imagine, that was being done here. It's on four sides of it, which is so interesting. And that's what would be played here. Look at the greatness of Akbar, that he brought in the Mahabharat game and engraved it on the floor for their court members to play here. This was his greatness and what is displayed here. So this is the ladies' school, as I said, along with the madrasa here. And now we proceed further to see the rest of the structure. That is the Akbar's bedroom there, where he would be staying. And I guess his women were staying that side so that he would choose whom he was going with. Unless he opted for one of the girls of the harem, we don't know. But that's history. We don't know what he was doing. He had a choice which wife to go to or to go to the harem. But he would be living here and making his choice. And that's the kind of structure we have.
वहाँ अकबर बैठते थे विंडो में. और ये पानी का टैंक है, अनूप तालाब इसका नाम है. अकबर के टाइम में यहाँ रोज गार्डन रहता था.
रोज पानी भरा हो.
9 रत्नों में से मियाँ तानसेन जो थे संगीत सम्राट, वहाँ बैठ के रखते थे, अपना संगीत सुनाया करते थे. उस जमाने में गाने नहीं थे, सूफियानी कलाम होते थे, राग और रागनी होता. ये विंडो है जो लेडीज के बैठने का पर्दा सिस्टम. नीचे कॉरिडोर वीआईपी और रईस लोगों नहीं बैठे. फिर आपको और आगे बताऊंगा.
So the center court that you see there, beautifully made next to the rose water pond, is that Tansen, one of his ratnas, the musical ratna, would play the music over there for Akbar to hear. And these were mainly Sufi songs or his Hindu songs, those kind. And what you see on the other side was the women who would be in under parda, so as to say, so that they would be behind the veil and they would be sitting there and enjoying the function, the way the music was. So we understand Baiju Bawra, the famous singer, would be singing along with Tansen there as a matter of competition. But it was a fair competition without a winner or a loser. But they were both awarded, the status by Akbar the Great, who would be sitting there and listening to the music. There was a Meena Bazaar on the other side.
ये मरियम का महल था, क्रिश्चियंस वाइफ के लिए. मारिया from Goa.
The Mariam, the Christian wife of Akbar, would be staying here, and this was designed as a Christian structure.
बिल्डिंग का नाम गोल्डन हाउस था. अकबर ने यहाँ से गोल्ड पॉलिश कराया.
And this was known as the Golden House, and it was polished with gold in this building.
जोधा भाई पैलेस सामने. जोधा भाई के रहने के लिए पर्सनल 2 रूम होते थे. सर इधर से देखिएगा आप लोग, पहले ये देख लें फिर उसके बाद चलेंगे. वो जाली वाला जो रूम है वो जोधा भाई का समर बेडरूम था, नेचुरल एयर कंडीशन रूम. पीछे का जो हिस्सा है वो जालियां थी
जल्दी से.
और ये किचन थी जोधा भाई के लिए, प्योर वेजिटेरियन. ऊपर कान के इयरिंग्स के डिजाइन है, झुमके
कहाँ पे
वो अलग अलग हैं. ऊपर देखेगा
वेजिटेरियन कहाँ है?
ये किचन है
ये.
और
अच्छा, this is the vegetarian kitchen for Jodha Bhai, the Hindu wife of Akbar, which is made in a design of a ring basically to denote the Hindu aspect of it. As you can see, they are right here. You can see them. What we call jhumkas or whatever, and the ring structure. तो भाई जोधा भाई को तो बहुत बड़ा महल मिल गया. This is the Jodha Bai's mahal where she used to stay, and this is the best residence made by Akbar for his favorite wife called Jodha Bai. Now, you would be interested to know Jodha Bai married Akbar, but she remained a Hindu. She didn't convert. That was a condition, and Akbar accepted. And always she had a temple in her house, and the whole management inside was Hindu style. And we can go and see inside now what it was like.
ये स्टार के अंदर लोटस फ्लावर है वो हिंदू वर्ड है.
So, if you look at it, this structure is absolutely Hindu. And it has been made in the Jharoka styles and everything. And if you look at that symbol over there, the two inverted triangles, which is very interesting, which I don't understand. This even is available in the Jewish faith. You know, it's called the Star of David. What the Israelis call it.
इस्लामिक गेट है.
The gate is Islamic, of course.
ये डोम है जो क्रिश्चियन से डिजाइन है चर्च.
And that's for the officer, the guards, in a Christian style. Star of David.
Lilia.
स्टार ऑफ डेविड.
Yeah.
We are inside Jodha Bai's residence, and if you observe this structure, the pillars and the denotions here are like Tirupati Balaji. Look at the construction. They must have done it. It's ditto as per Hindu scriptures and Hindu style. That was the greatness of Akbar again, that he permitted his wife Jodha Bai to have something like this.
वहाँ उनका मंदिर बनवाया था पूजा के लिए. मुगले आजम मूवी में दिखाया था जन्माष्टमी में कृष्ण भगवान को झूला झूला. बीच में तुलसी का थोड़ा समय ले रहा है. ये तुलसी का मंदिर था.
This is the Tulsi temple here, and what's interesting is Jodha Bai was staying inside this residence just like she would be staying in Amer, you know, her home in Rajasthan, in Jaipur, near Jaipur. So it's amazing how they had copied a Rajasthani kind of a palace and put it into Fatehpur Sikri. So she would feel very much at home and comfortable, and that's what Akbar wanted.
उनके रहने के लिए 2 डिफरेंट रूम होते थे इस महल के अंदर. एसी नॉन एसी होते हैं. सामान्य में समर और विंटर बेडरूम. ये समर बेडरूम है उनका जोधा बाई के लिए, जो पीछे खुला है, जालियाँ दिख रही हैं. और साउथ साइड में ये विंटर बेडरूम है, जो पीछे क्लोज है दीवार से पैक.
Okay.
कॉर्नर वाले रूम है ये सर्वेंट क्वार्टर से 10.
That was the servant quarters over there, as you see in front. And to your right, that one is the winter residence. One side would be shut, and on the front of it was the summer one, which is open on both sides for wind or whatever, and that's how she stayed. This is made by a single stone. The tulsi plant that you see, a single stone. That's how he got it done, and that dates back to Akbar's time. That's the beauty of it, and because of the nature of the work done, it stands perfect even after 500 years. This is the toilet part of the rulers, as we see here on the rear side. They have shut, the ASI has shut it, we can't see, but never mind, at least you get to know it.
अकबर के पृष्ठ है वाइट वाला जो आप देख रहे हैं वाइट वाला.
That is the
white wall, the mausoleum.
Salim Chisti Darga, what you see over there in white. Okay, and
This
This is the Salim Chisti Darga, where Akbar and Jodhabhai, they were blessed to get a child, and of course a son was born who was named Salim. That is the history, as you see in front, and it is said whatever you ask for, this Darga grants you your wish. That is the whole idea.